Netflix points out that there's another viable threat: pirates.
But the people behind pirate sites can give the content away for free. Pirate sites.
Pirate sites.
Pirates.
Piracy.
Piracy. Streaming.
Online piracy.
If you grew up in the 2000s and early 2010s, you're definitely familiar with sites like Wartrick, Pirate Bay, O2 TV series, full of weird pop-ups telling you some lady in your hood wanted you, but most importantly enabled you to download movies for free. However, with the rise of Netflix and other streaming platforms, they all became forgotten. But recent reports from 2025 shows that piracy is back and could end streaming as we know it. In 2025, the industry lost over $70 billion to piracy, and now 1 out of 3 people consume pirated content worldwide. So how did it start? Why did it happen? And would streaming survive 2026? The 2000s were filled with legal battles between the entertainment industry and sites like Napster. People wanted convenience and of course free movies and music. And with technological advancement, people would get content from the comfort of their home for free. However, with one catch: it was illegal. And of course, the risk of getting a computer virus that could wreck your computer system for good. Nonetheless, this was the golden age for piracy. Despite government crackdown and declared dangers, piracy kept growing until in 2010, Netflix mastered all 4 elements to stop piracy, basically sending shows straight to TV over the internet. It changed everything overnight. Suddenly, people would watch thousands of movies and shows in one place whenever they wanted, without commercials and without worrying about computer viruses, all for about $10 a month. Before long, other companies joined the trend as Disney launched Disney+, HBO became Max, and Paramount became Paramount+. By 2020, during the pandemic, streaming exploded because people stayed at home and binge-watched Netflix and Disney, making illegal downloads feel unnecessary since streaming felt safe and affordable. Netflix grew to over 200 million subscribers, while music streaming followed the same path, as Spotify and Apple Music made it easy to listen to any song without buying albums or downloading illegal files. So it truly looked like piracy was finally dying.
Then, everything changed
When big companies became greedy. Because instead of keeping things simple, every major studio decided to launch its own streaming service, with Paramount pushing Paramount+, NBC creating Peacock, and Apple promoting Apple TV+. Additionally, they realized they could make more money by splitting up their content. So instead of keeping shows on Netflix, studios pulled them back to their own platforms, which is why Friends left Netflix for Max and Office moved from Netflix to Peacock, creating a problem known as fragmentation. This fragmentation made watching harder because the popular sitcom might start on Netflix, only to disappear and later reappear on Peacock when the license ended. Sports made this situation even worse, since one league sells rights to one service and another league sells to a different one. For example, football fans in the UK need 3 separate subscriptions to watch every Premier League match legally. In the US, Sunday Night Football is on one app, Thursday games are on another app, and college games are scattered everywhere.
At long last, Domino's is in.
The situation got worse with ads, because many services now force commercials, even on paid plans. For example, Netflix and Disney Plus added cheaper tiers filled with ads, and Amazon Prime Video began showing ads unless users pay extra to remove them, making streaming feel like a step backwards, since people clearly remember leaving cable TV to escape high prices and endless commercials, only to find streaming starting to feel like cable TV again, but broken into smaller pieces. Another major shift came with password sharing, because for years families and friends shared accounts freely, with one person paying and everyone else using the login. But in 2023 and 2024, Netflix cracked down hard by charging extra for customers outside the home, with Disney Plus and others following. And while companies claim that this added millions of new paying customers and helped Netflix end 2025 with a record 325 million subscribers worldwide, many experts believed it pushed millions of former sharers straight back to piracy, since paying $20 feels pointless when free illegal sites offer the same shows the next day. I think this is the right time to click the like and the subscribe button. Yeah, thank you. According to studies from 2025, most homes now have about 4 paid video services, which adds up fast because families easily spend $60 to $90 a month just on streaming. While one survey from 2025 shows average spending drops slightly as people cancel services, many still pay over $60, with more than half of Americans saying rising prices make them feel pinched, and over 60% reporting subscription fatigue, which simply means they feel tired and overwhelmed by paying for so many services. At the same time, illegal services became more advanced. Piracy no longer meant slow downloads or blurry files full of viruses, as modern pirate sites now look almost identical to legal platforms. They also offer 4K quality and every other thing in one place. According to Musso, visits to pirate sites dropped to 140 billion in 2020, when streaming was cheap and simple. But by 2024, the number jumped to 216 billion, and in 2025 alone, illegal IP services grew by 25 to 35%, driven mostly by young people, because Gen Z grew up with free platforms like YouTube and TikTok, which made paying often feel unfair, and many openly say they pirate content because legal options feel too greedy. In the long run, movies and TV shows suffer from this trend, as the US film and television industry loses between $29 and $71 billion every year to piracy, with conservative global estimates placing losses at over $40 billion. Blockbuster movies appear on pirate sites the same day they hit theaters or streaming platforms, and popular shows like the final season of Stranger Things get pirated millions of times, causing studios that spent hundreds of millions on production to lose money they expected from subscriptions, which is why small services are often the first to shut down or get bought out. Sports streaming faces bigger problems because live games cannot be delayed without spoilers, so illegal streams appear within minutes of kickoff. In the first half of 2025, the top 10 pirate sports sites in the UK alone pulled in 1.6 billion views, which is up 33% from the year before. Surveys show that almost half of football fans admit to using illegal streams, and 9% of all UK adults watch sports illegally in late 2025. The Spanish La Liga sent over 10 million takedown notices in 2024. Yet, the streams keep coming back, and it costs the global sports industry an estimated $28 billion every year. Music streaming once seemed to solve piracy better than movies or sports, as Spotify made songs cheap and paid subscribers reach hundreds of millions. But even music now faces trouble because stream reapers allow users to record songs from Spotify or YouTube, with over 40% of music piracy now coming from reaping illegal streams, especially as older fans return to piracy when prices rise. Big companies continue to fight by spending millions on anti-piracy tools, lawsuits, and site blocks, but new sites pop up faster than the old ones close. Additionally, they've tried creating bundles like Disney+, Hulu, and ESPN coming together, or phone deals that include Netflix or Max. But these efforts only help a little as people feel nickel-dimed and have grown tired of chasing content that constantly move between platforms. Looking ahead through the rest of 2026, streaming still shows growth on paper, with analysts predicting the market could reach over $200 billion, and Netflix expecting strong results from ads and live events. But underneath the surface, churn rates are high, with 1 or 3 subscribers already cutting back. And if piracy keeps rising, studios might stop making expensive shows, while some services might merge or shut down completely. At the end of the day, streaming companies created these problems by themselves, by raising prices, adding ads, splitting content, and punishing sharing. Now, piracy offers what streaming promised long ago, which is everything in one place, no ads, and at a low cost of $0. So unless the industry changes quickly, piracy will continue winning viewers. What does this mean for the regular viewers? Well, it means choices. While some keep paying for official services because they want to support creators and get the best quality, others will sell the high seas of piracy because it's simpler and free. But one thing is clear, the streaming dream from 10 years ago is fading. Too many platforms, too much greed, and too little trust has pushed the ordinary viewers back to the illegal options that never really went away. Piracy did not kill streaming with one big blow. It killed it slowly, one cancelled subscription at a time, one illegal stream at a time. The companies thought they could charge more and more forever. But well, they were wrong. Viewers voted with their clicks, and the winner was piracy. Unless the industry makes drastic changes, real bonding, lower prices, simpler access, the golden age of streaming will be over by the end of this year. And when historians look back, they will say 2026 was the year piracy finally won. Well, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you won't miss my next post. Also watch this video, you definitely enjoy.